I need to tell you something that doesn't add up. Daniel Radcliffe earned around £70 million from the Harry Potter films. The first car he bought himself wasn't an Aston Martin, it was a Fiat Punto. Jeremy Clarkson owns Ferraris. He owns Aston Martins. He still reaches for a Ford Focus more often than you'd think. A British world boxing champion, a man who earned millions in the ring, once paid £4,000 for an Only Fools and Horses replica van. He loved it. So here's the question that's been bugging me all week. If genuinely wealthy people keep choosing boring, cheap cars, what exactly do they know that you don't? By the end of this video, you'll know the 7 cars that quietly survive in British garages. Cars that cost under £8,000 and refuse to break down. Stay with me. Here's the reality most people miss. Guys, please help me reach 2,000 subscribers and subscribe right away. The average car on UK roads is now 10 years old. More than 4 in 10 cars on our roads are a decade old or older. That's not nostalgia. That's necessity. New car prices have gone through the roof. Finance deals stretch over 5-6 years. The moment you drive off the forecourt, you've already lost thousands. Most people don't know this because car finance is designed to hide the real cost. A £350 a month PCP deal feels affordable. It isn't telling you what the car is actually worth, or what it'll be worth in 3 years. Meanwhile, which and what car? Quietly publish the truth every single year. Tens of thousands of real owners report every fault, every breakdown, every repair bill in forensic detail. And the data says something uncomfortable. Some of the cheapest cars on the used market are also the most reliable ones you can buy. That's not a coincidence, that's engineering. The wealthy worked this out a long time ago. Warren Buffett's choice of car for years was a Cadillac. Nothing exotic. Jeff Bezos was driving a Honda Accord when he first became a billionaire. Steve Ballmer stuck with Fords for decades because his father worked at the company and he understood depreciation better than most accountants ever will. Here in Britain, the same pattern shows up in the data. A recent Auto Trader study of UK car owners found Ford was one of the most popular brands among the country's top earners. Not Ferrari, not Bentley. Ford. Financial advisors have a phrase for it. Most millionaires don't drive flashy cars. Think about that for a second. These are people who could buy literally any car on earth, in cash, without checking a single price tag. And a noticeable chunk of them choose the same brand sitting on forecourts in your local town. That's not an accident. And it's not modesty for the cameras either. It's arithmetic. A car that doesn't break down doesn't cost you a Tuesday off work. It doesn't cost you a tow, a hire car, or an argument with an insurer. Wealthy or not, that adds up over a decade of ownership. So if you're still paying £400 a month for something that'll be worthless in 5 years, you need to see what's coming next. Because the next 7 cars cost less than a kitchen renovation, and they're built to outlast you. Right, here are the 7. I've ordered them roughly from everyone already half knows this one to wait, seriously? So stick around, because the order matters. Number 1. Toyota Yaris. In an analysis of more than 20,000 live UK warranty claims, the Toyota Yaris came out as the single most reliable used car in the country. Not the most reliable small car. The most reliable car, full stop, of any size or price. Owners reported the fewest repair incidents of any model tracked. The only common issues were minor electrical niggles or small cooling system faults, and even those were cheap to fix. This is the car your accountant drives without telling anyone. What should you do? Look specifically for a 2015 to 2018 Yaris hybrid with full service history. The hybrid system on these is the same proven Toyota tech found in cars costing 3 times as much. Budget around £6,500 to £8,000 for a clean, lower mileage example, and check it on which car reliability tool before you view it. One thing to watch for, the hybrid battery health. Most will easily outlast 150,000 miles. But ask the seller for a recent health check printout if the car is over 100,000 miles. It takes a garage 10 minutes and costs almost nothing, and it tells you exactly what you're buying. Still think the cheapest option is always the riskiest one? Wait until you hear what's hiding in plain sight at number 2. Number 2. Honda Jazz. This one has a genuinely odd footnote. According to motoring site CarWow, Mark Zuckerberg, net worth in the tens of billions, has been spotted driving around in a Honda Jazz. Not a Pagani, a Jazz. In the UK, the Jazz has topped reliability tables for years, repeatedly ranking among the lowest-cost cars in the country for unplanned repairs. It's not exciting. It's not meant to be. It's meant to start every morning for 15 years. What should you do? Hunt for a 2015 to 2018 1.3 petrol Jazz. These use a timing chain, not a belt, so there's no expensive replacement interval lurking down the road. Budget £6,000 to £7,500 and check for any open recalls on the infotainment unit before you buy. It's worth knowing why this car gets overlooked. The Jazz has a reputation as a car for grandparents, and that's exactly why prices stay low while the engineering underneath stays excellent. The badge does you a favor here. Nobody's bidding the price up for status. 2 down. The next one is the car that fleet managers don't shut up about. Number 3. Skoda Octavia. Strip away the badge and the Octavia is built on the same platform with the same engines as a Volkswagen Golf at a noticeably lower price, even when new. People in the trade have a name for this kind of car. They call it the smart person's Audi. Fleet operators, the people who run cars for a living and care about nothing except total cost of ownership, routinely keep Octavias running past 100,000 miles with minimal drama. What should you do? A 2013 to 2017 1.6 TDI estate is the sweet spot. Huge boot, low running costs, motorway comfortable, budget £7,000 to £8,000. If you're looking at a DSG automatic, insist on seeing proof the gearbox oil has been changed. That's the one item that turns a brilliant car into an expensive one if it's been skipped. If you do a lot of motorway miles for work, this is arguably the best value entry on the whole list. You're getting estate car practicality, Volkswagen Group engineering underneath, and running costs that wouldn't shame a Super Mini. Still with me? Because the next entry is the most surprising thing on this entire list. Number 4. Lexus IS. Here's the one that doesn't make sense until you understand depreciation. The Lexus is currently ranked as the most reliable individual model that Lexus builds, more dependable, according to owner data, than cars costing tens of thousands more. It's a genuine luxury executive saloon. Leather seats, a badge that sits in the same conversation as BMW and Mercedes, and because luxury cars lose value faster than almost anything else on the road, a 2009 to 2013 IS with higher mileage can drop comfortably under £8,000. You are buying a status car for hatchback money, built by the company famous for inventing reliability as a luxury feature. What should you do? Look for an IS220D or IS250 with full Lexus dealer history. The Toyota-derived engine uses a chain, not a belt, so there's no 5-figure maintenance bill waiting for you at 100,000 miles. Budget around £7,000 to £7,800 for a tidy example. This is the one to show people. Park it next to a 5-year-old BMW 3 Series, and most people can't tell the difference from the curb. The difference shows up later, in the form of a repair bill you never get. Are you still watching? Because the next car on this list has done something almost no vehicle ever does. Number 5. Hyundai i10. In the most recent What Car? Reliability survey, over 32,000 real owners, 227 models. The Hyundai i10 achieved a perfect 100% reliability score. Not a single owner reported a single fault. That makes it one of just 4 cars in the entire UK market, out of every brand, every price point, to manage that. It also comes with a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty that transfers to you, the second owner, if the car is still within that window. What should you do? Check the build date against the warranty start date. Some examples from 2017 onwards will still have cover remaining. Budget £4,500 to £6,500, leaving you room in the budget for an extended warranty on top if the factory ones run out. A car this small with a perfect score isn't a fluke. It's what happens when a manufacturer keeps a design simple instead of chasing every new feature going. Sometimes boring really is the whole point. 2 cars left, and they're the ones that prove this isn't about luck. Number 6. Suzuki Swift. The Swift's reliability comes from something almost embarrassingly simple. It's light. Less weight means less strain on the engine, the brakes, the suspension, every single mile you drive. UK owner surveys consistently flag it as one of the most trouble-free budget cars on sale. It's also one of the cheapest cars in Britain to insure and tax, which matters just as much as the purchase price over 5 years of ownership. What should you do? A 2012 to 2017 1.2 petrol Swift will cost you £4,000 to £6,000. Sits in a low insurance group even for newer drivers, and is ULEZ compliant if you're driving into London or Birmingham regularly. If you're buying a first car for yourself, or for a teenager in the family, this is the one to put on the shortlist before anything German or premium badged. Low purchase price, low insurance, low everything, except the breakdown rate. Number 7. Toyota Corolla/Avensis. Last on the list, but arguably the proof that ties the whole thing together. The Corolla and Avensis have spent decades earning a quiet reputation as the favorite of private hire and minicab drivers. The people who put more miles on a car in a single year than most of us manage in 5. If a car can survive that, it can survive your daily commute without blinking. That reputation isn't marketing. It's the simple result of Toyota's habit of refining the same proven mechanical components year after year rather than reinventing them. What should you do? A 2009 to 2015 Avensis diesel estate gives you space, comfort, and that taxi-grade durability for £5,000 to £7,000. Ask specifically about the timing chain and turbo service records. On a high-mileage diesel, that's the one area worth double-checking. If you remember nothing else from this list, remember this one. A car that minicab drivers trust with their actual livelihood, day after day, mile after mile, is about as honest a reliability test as exists outside a laboratory. Okay, let's step back for a second, because there's a bigger question underneath all of this. Who actually benefits when your car keeps breaking down? Not you, the manufacturer who sells you a warranty extension, the dealer who books you in for complimentary diagnostics that aren't complimentary at all, the finance company that wants you trading in early before the depreciation curve flattens out. And here's the part most people genuinely don't know. Newer cars, packed with giant touchscreens, electric handbrakes, and lane assist sensors, often break down more than older, simpler ones. One recent UK reliability survey found a popular SUV with an 81% fault rate. More than 4 in 5 examples developed a problem, mostly down to the infotainment system and electronics, not the engine. More tech doesn't mean more reliability. Sometimes it means the exact opposite. Every extra sensor, every extra screen is one more thing that can go wrong and one more part that's expensive to fix because only the dealer has the diagnostic software for it. So when a millionaire, someone with literally no financial reason to buy cheap, chooses a Honda Jazz over a German SUV stuffed with screens, that's not stinginess. That's someone who's done the maths and worked out that simple, mechanical, and boring is exactly what keeps you off the side of the road. That's the bit the dealership forecourt will never put on a poster. So what do you actually do with this, starting today? Step 1. Before you view any used car, look it up on Whichba's Car Reliability Tool or the What Car Reliability Survey. 2 minutes of searching can save you thousands in repair bills, and it tells you exactly which faults to ask the seller about before you've even left the house. Step 2. Run a vehicle history check through the DVLA's free MOT history checker on gov.uk. It's free, it's official, and it shows you every advisory and failure that car has ever had. Sellers can't hide it from you, and patterns of the same advisory showing up year after year tell you everything. Step 3. Never hand over money without an independent inspection. The AA and the RAC both offer pre-purchase vehicle inspections for around £150 to £200. On an £8,000 car, that's the cheapest insurance you'll ever buy, and a good inspector will spot the one fault a private seller genuinely doesn't know about. Step 4. Check the service history line by line. A gap of 2 or 3 years with no stamps is a red flag, no matter how good the car looks on the day. Ask why the gap exists. A real answer is fine. Silence isn't. Step 5. Know your rights before you buy, not after. Under the Consumer Rights Act 2015, you have a short window to reject a faulty car bought from a dealer. If a dealer fobs you off, Citizens Advice can tell you exactly where you stand, free of charge, and you don't need a solicitor to use that information. 5 steps. None of them cost more than an afternoon. All of them stand between you and someone else's problem becoming yours. At the start of this video, I told you that you'd learn the 7 cars that genuinely wealthy people quietly choose and why they never break down. Now you know all 7, and you know exactly how to buy one without getting burned. Daniel Radcliffe didn't need a Fiat Punto. Jeremy Clarkson doesn't need a Ford Focus when he's got an Aston Martin parked next to it. They chose them anyway. Now, you know exactly why that's smarter than it looks, and you've got a list of 7 you can go and check tonight. If this saved you from a bad decision on a forecourt this weekend, hit subscribe. It genuinely helps this channel keep doing the digging most car content skips. In the next video, we're going to talk about the one MOT loophole garages don't want you to know about. And that one's going to surprise you a lot more than this.